your life easier.
At Extra Foods, we care for you. That's why we always have the widest variety, the best prices, spacious aisles of total convenience, plus clean, safe surroundings. Let us care for you. Extra Foods, always extra for less.
Mitsu Air Limited, authorized Mitsubishi air conditioning dealer. No need to replace your air conditioning units ever so often. Split units, cassette, ductable, CTVIF systems, and much more. Mitsubishi Electric has long been powering industries and providing solutions for healthy living. Mitsu Air Limited boasts the industry's first 10-year warranty on all parts and labor. Inverter units are also available. Don't hear it, just feel it. Mitsu Air Limited, 246 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Give us a call at 674-4000 or 675-4000 or email us at mitsu.limited@gmail.com.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors and roti makers. Try our high quality bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Low price and conveniently packaged in 2 pounds, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Shiklisho Limited at 665-3336 or 4808-715 or visit us at Warrenville, Canupia. Shiklisho Limited, quality you can trust.
Runix Heavy Duty 89 Series. High efficiency, brushless 20-volt motor. All-in-one professional angle grinder kit. Runix brushless angle grinder.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening and welcome to Breaking Barriers here on IBN Channel 8. Of course, it's a gorgeous Wednesday evening and I have on the set with me, of course, like I said before, my brother will be co-hosting with me for a while because as I went through a surgical procedure a few months ago, my gizzard and liver are still recovering. So therefore, at the end of the day, I want to make sure that I take it easy, right? So across on the other side, we have Nazim Ishmael.
Assalamu alaikum and good night, everyone.
Who decided to wear on the same color shirt as myself. And by the way, this program requires that you wear jacket breads.
When you are the host, you can wear jacket. Whereas the co-host, you can wear shirt.
Oh, okay, sorry. When you're the host, you wear the jacket. When you're the hostess, right? When you're the hostess, You don't have to wear a jacket, right? So anyway, it's a pleasure being in your company again. Of course, this program is streaming to you live from Bamboo Settlement number 2, 61 Bamboo Main Road, Bamboo Settlement number 2. And if there's ever a coup in Trinidad again, we will be the safest station because we are out of Port of Spain, unless the coup take place in Bamboo number 2. There was a gentleman who was feeding so much fantastic information from Gaza, a young man. And they went on the beach, and I was hoping I'll get his photo just now. And every day they would show you could send it to them, Zakir. Every day he would show you plants that he was planting. Every day he would show you what he would eat. And he and his friends went on the beach, and a bomb, they actually shot up the whole beach and murdered all of them. Right? And as I said before, you know what Israel is doing? And I want to put this into perspective. And I asked my brother here, Nazim, if somebody come home, you and your wife home, God forbid, in front of you, take your 3 grandchildren, murder them. Your wife is pregnant. Now, we know that that is impossible because at the end of the day, you is 70 years and she's about 50. So one is that we know that is impossible. But let me get back down to brass tacks. Mm-hmm. Just suppose your wife is pregnant. Murder your wife in front of you. What would be your reaction as a layman? You is nobody. You're working in an office. What would be your reaction to that?
Well, boy, the first thing I will be looking for to see what is the closest weapon I can get, depending on the location where you are. And the first chance is either you or me.
But would you say that would turn you into something that you were never before? You were never a violent person before.
Of course, right. That at that time, when you're in that situation, you know, the way you think, everything just go blind. So you just looking at self-defense now. Your family is me against you. You know that's how it is.
So therefore, let us face facts. You have now turned into something you were never before. Right. Correct?
Right.
You have turned now into the ultimate monster. Because why? They murdered your family. So correct me if I'm wrong here. What they are doing in Gaza, isn't it fact that if they believe there are 10 terrorists in Gaza, isn't it fact that they are now causing thousands of more people to be turned into terrorists?
Of course.
Isn't it fact that those people who never had one thought in their mind about killing and murdering anybody, they have now turned these people and they have started to hate these Zionists so much that they now want to kill and they now want to murder and they now want to bomb and they now want to shoot, because the fact is that they watch their mothers, they have watched their sons, their daughters, their children, their unborn children being murdered in front of them. Will you agree or disagree?
Totally agree. They are creating more monsters than they know.
They are even creating monsters where there were none. So when you see Iran hit them, when you see Iran wet them, I will be one to celebrate. When you see Hezbollah hit them, I will be one to celebrate. But I am not a terrorist. Let me tell you what I am. If it was Christians being bombed, I would stand up and speak out for them. When the Hindus were being attacked, I spoke out for them. And as a Muslim that run the Islamic Broadcasting Network, I cannot be a hypocrite and be worried about, boy, I wonder if they're going to take away my visa, boy. That don't bother me. The plane does go all over the world. It don't go to US alone. So it don't bother me. I could do without that. And then Amazon or anywhere else. Look, for example, I ordered a Starlink system. I am paying $1,000 every month rent for that Starlink system. And I refuse to hook up that Starlink system now, and I notify them to cancel it. And next week, I paid $3,500 for that satellite. I am going to burn that satellite. I am going to bury that satellite. Because you know why, Nazma? I watch Elon Musk, that nasty dog, clap when Benjamin Netanyahu was in his Senate in the US, and he was an invitee, and he was there, and you telling me that I catching my backside for my money and I gonna take my money and give Elon Musk for him to support these Zionists. And I'm sorry, I'm not interested. Like I said before, I am all kind of thing. But you see a hypocrite? I am not a hypocrite. Anyway.
And I remember quite clearly when the war was in Ukraine, right? This reporter tears down her eyes, saying when she watched these little children with blue eyes being killed. So these children in Gaza, whether their eyes green, brown, yellow or what, these are children, for heaven's sake, over 16,000 children. And it's total genocide. Look, Saturday I met a guy in the mall. He asked me why I'm wearing on the Free Palestine jersey.
He asked you that?
Yeah, he asked me
You're
that.
coughing me in the head?
So I say, so I asked him, I say, you like what's going on in Gaza? So we talk and thing. He tell me, he say, I am a Jew, you know.
You're coughing me in the head?
So he say, but hear what? I am not a Zionist.
Okay, good.
He tell me that. He say he's not a Zionist, he's a Jew, and he's not in agreement with what they're doing in Gaza. A Jew told me that.
No, well, you have to remember there's a big difference between a Jew and a Zionist. You know, what happens is that in the U.S., the mass majority of Jews do not support these Zionists. These Zionists, let me tell you something. These Zionists is a different version of Hitler. In fact, they are now a worse version of Hitler. But that is a story by itself, because in Trinidad and Tobago, we own Hitler, right? We had a Hitler today who had a press conference. But what happened is that the pluck shop today had a discount on gizzard and liver, so I couldn't listen to that. So I went and gave me 50% off. Caliph, I buy plenty liver and gizzard. Right? I mean, you can't get sale like that every day. Yeah. Anyway, let me just welcome our good friends of AHA, AJA, the original berberine product. Remember, there are thousands of berberine outside there. Everybody could call anything. But when you go to the pharmacy, insist. And Trinidad and Tobago, we are custom. You're going home, and somebody home by your house who shouldn't be there, the first thing you ball is AHA, right? So it's a word that we are accustomed to. So you remember that brand when you go to buy. Just say AHA. Let me go. Let's run the slides. Media release. Letters of appointment, right? And here we go. The letters of appointment presented to members of the Food Security and Food Prices Committee. Now, all you know me, right? I just call minister. What I was told, go down to the names for me, please. I was told that nobody from an agricultural society was put on this list, or a farmer. Walaikum salam, Uncle Kazim.
Yes, sir.
I am live on my program, and I'm calling to ask you a question because I saw, guys, could we get the top of that screen again? Can I have a minute with you?
Yeah,
I hear a certain noise in the background. I turn on the whole radio here there. Yeah, but turn off the whole radio now, man. Let me talk, right? You sent out a media release, letters of appointment presented to members of the Food Security and Food Prices Committee, correct?
Yeah.
A man called me Corlin today. He leads one of the farmers group. And then you have Agriculture Society. And then you have SILS.
Well, I can tell you who is that man.
No, wait. And plus I have one of the top farmers in the country called me as well. So what happens is that when I look at this whole list, I ain't see no farmer. Get down to the bottom of the list, I ain't see no Agricultural Society. I seen some real big sawatis. Explain to me why they have none of these fellas on them there.
Well, John, we can't have everybody, right?
No, but I noticed here have none of them. Go down to the bottom of the list.
No, you can't say that.
All right. Let me go through one by one. We have Ministry of Trade and Industry. We have Customs and Excise. We have Port Authority. We have University of Trinidad and Tobago. We have the Faculty of Agriculture. We have Supermarket Association, the biggest crook in this country. Supermarket Association, again? 2. We have President of Trinidad and Tobago Manufacturers. We just manufacture anyway. Chief Executive Officer of Massey Store. How come we don't have a Chief Executive Officer of Extra Foods? Head of Corporate Affairs, Nestle. How come we don't have Head of Corporate Affairs in Moo? Agricultural Entrepreneur, Tobago and Trinidad, 1 and 1. That list, it come like if you were playing Kazman. This is me being plain. We're going to build a plane, and what we get is the best farmers in the country to build the plane. This list is made up of 99% of the people who are not the people on the ground. You are a man in the ground. How come you leave out the people in the ground for these big sawatis and them?
Sure, that was carefully thought out, you know.
No,
Not by me, by the technocrats, by me. You know.
Yeah, but the technocrats and them had to be dunce. Because let me tell you something, this list does not put the people who just put on the work as him, the people who be on the ground real pushing it and pushing the farming. What's the name? Okay, what the man from Massey have to do? Massey is the most expensive place. Massey does buy bhaji for $5 and sell it for
That's the reason, Sean. That's the reason.
So you put Massey there so the bhaji could sell more?
No, the prices is high. And that committee is to make sure the prices come down.
So you choose one of the most expensive. Okay, so let me ask you a question. How come we didn't choose a representative from one of the lowest price supermarket? How come we didn't call somebody from Food Basket, somebody from low cost, somebody from Extra Foods, Plenty for 20? Why we didn't have them there and they could tell Massey, here what happened? All your eye too big, all you're too damn greedy, and the bhaji that all is selling for 20, we just sell 4 for 20 every month. How come we didn't do that?
John, the objective was to bring down prices. They're taking 6 months to do that. They have to report back to cabinet. And we can't take every supermarket.
No, I agree, but you choose the most expensive market that is supermarket that is dig out the people I.
Yeah, well, if they choose the most expensive supermarket, then they have a reason to cut down the price.
Yeah, but ain't you supposed to have somebody there to explain, well, the reason why, because Massey gonna tell you that the reason the price is expensive is because they just pay for premium bhaji. And what happens is that Extra Foods now gonna tell you, but we bhaji is premium than all your premium bhaji. So you need somebody to combat any of these statements they say are making sense.
Correct.
You can chime in anytime you're ready.
You know who chair the committee?
Pull up that shot there again. Let me see that list, because that looking like a big Swati list. Mrs. Nirmala Debbie Singh. She's from Namdevco.
Right.
But Namdevco is not the same place that had a set of fraud and all kind of drama, boy.
Right, not since I there.
No, but talking that is not the same place that had a set of fraud and bacchanal and
No.
So all them articles that I seen pass about Namdevco is not true then.
Since I did, Sean.
No, but I talking about, remember, I living in the past and present, I don't live in the present alone.
No, I know, but since I did, you can't no corruption under me?
No. I will never put corruption with you, but you see this list? This is the first time I disappointed in you on this list. This list, like you go on and you pick a big Swati list here, and the people on the ground, who does do the work? You hit them 5 kick in the bottom.
No. At the end of the day, Shiraz Khan, sheep and goat man called me and tell me the same thing you tell me today.
Well, as God is my witness, Shiraz and I never had a conversation.
No, I'm just telling you.
No, because I see man. And then wait, look, Port Authority of Trinidad and Tobago, the accountant. Yes. Brother man, you ever see one of the bills?
Have to come in there.
Yeah, but Kazim, you ever see one of the bills I just get for Demridge because of the Duncy head people that have in the port? You ever see the incompetent? So you go on and put some of the most incompetent people. The port is one of the most incompetent entities. Where you think all the drugs and guns has come from? Through the port?
I am telling you, I am going to get results from that committee.
Yeah, but look who you gonna put. Rajiv Dipti. Rajiv Dipti is the same man making every month excuse why supermarket raising price. Look Ronnie from Caribbean Airlines and Nutramix, etc. Ronnie go on and drop the price of flour 17%. Half of these crooks and them in the Manufacturers Association who does make bread, they drop their bread by 5 cents. Rajiv is one of them who defended the price increases every month. Well, all you don't know that what happened is that we have a lot of expenses, electricity. Supermarkets used to make 3 and 5%, Kazim. Supermarkets are making 35%. Come back to me, guys. How you think, Kazim, that a supermarket when they open today could have a next branch in 6 months and a next branch and then open up 10 malls in 10 years? Where you think they're getting the profit from? Most of them is not even Muslim and they believe in so much profit.
Let me tell you this. God give me 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. You notice I listening to you?
Yeah, because you know I don't get vexed over these things.
No, I ain't saying you're vexed. But I have to listen to you.
No, but I want you to talk now. I'm giving you all the opportunity. Go ahead, shoot.
No. I am listening to you. And you have good ideas.
Yeah, but listen, man, you never put me on a committee.
You don't want nothing.
No,
You say that.
no, because
John,
look,
you don't want nothing.
but look, here what happening. I go on, right? I just give you an example. 9 years ago, I met with Paula Gopi Skoon, right? I met with her and I played an audio tape of fraud that taking place in the ministry with vehicles that were being cut up and were being sold to unsuspecting people. And I played it to a committee of people. Paula said, oh good, that's a serious thing. We had to deal with that. We had to investigate that. Inshan, I want you to lead this and this and this and this. You know what happened since then? 9 years ago?
No.
Nothing. Because the PNM and criminals is the same thing. But let me forget that. Let me get back to this thing with the Baji politics, because I don't like how you treat my people on the ground. I feel you kick them in the backside. And I feel that this committee that you put here is a hand-picked committee by Rowley, because he does like to lime with them big Sawatis and all them people who play golf. Have them people that play golf.
Dr. Oli had nothing to do with nobody.
Well, then this have to be blessed, because anytime he don't touch something, it have to be blessed. Because if he had something to do with this, it's like lime juice on sugar cane. Right? So anyway, that's your boss. So let me do about Turkey. Kazim, I'll relook this for me, but what I'll be doing is monitoring this thing very closely, because I don't like what I see. This is one thing that you do.
I have to report to the country, and I will.
This is one thing that you do. I'm putting it on public record. This is one thing that you do that I hate, I despise, and I feel is kissing up to those big Sawatis and the people who are interested in funding the PNM election.
Don't hate it yet. If you ain't get no results, then hate it.
You know me and you thicker than blood and water, you know. At the end of the day, we go quarrel today and tomorrow we see one another, we hug up and we kiss, you know. We're not the kiss part. A halal kiss.
Hug up.
I don't know, but still, I'm allowed to kiss you on your cheek.
But we just kiss, but we kiss on both sides of the cheeks.
Yes. And then we turn the other cheek after that.
Exactly.
That is what we're talking about. Anyway, you take up 15 minutes on my program and you sit at me because I take it over. I will call it.
Inshallah.
Inshallah, we got to talk. Okay then. Assalamu alaikum. Tell me if that wasn't pressure, nah? Eh? No, the questions are, was it right or wrong? Let me go back to that list.
Half of the people there, if you check, how much of them really into agriculture?
Let me take them one by one, Asma. She is the chairperson, she Namdevco. Okay, good.
Right. And the Mendes.
And the vice person, I don't have a problem. The permanent secretary, Ministry of Trade, you need somebody as a representative from Ministry of Trade to do what? Isn't it fact that you put the key people, come back to me. You put the farmers and you put them in a group first, and then all these people, you pull all the technocrats afterwards and tell them, look, this is what we have found. This is what the farmers have said. This is what they have come out with. The farmers are saying that the fertilizer that we are bringing in is costing 50% duties. We need Customs and Excise and Ministry of Finance to reduce the cost of fertilizers, thereby to take care of our crops. It will be a lower cost. Secondly, the maintaining of the drainage around the farmlands, we need the Ministry of Local Government to get involved, because we need you to make sure that we don't get flood, because when we get flood, prices those go up.
Yeah, but
how come we have the Ministry of Local Government there?
No, based on the names too and the people from the supermarket, you have to remember they import a lot of goods.
Boy, let me hear what happening. Eh? You getting me vexed right now, because let me see. I want to see where is the last statement Rajiv Dipti made. Go ahead.
Yeah, it have a lot of products. What they should do is look at our import bill and see the amount of stuff we bringing in here, things that we should be planting local. And that is where a lot of the foreign exchange going. Right, we have animals here.
Watch. Here is a headline. President of Supermarket Association Rajiv Dipti on Tuesday sought to explain to the nation why food prices cannot decrease at this time, despite global food prices declining for 10 consecutive months. World food prices dropped for 10 months. And Rajiv Dipti come to tell you a bunch of... Let me tell you something. I have contacts in the food, in the supermarket industry. I will go, once I shop in Massey and I ring my 3 years, never me again. I ain't that dotish. Ever since high-low days. If I go in low cost, food basket or extra foods, plenty for 20, I would fill up my cart for $1,500. You go Massey, half the cart. Remember Massey tell all you, plastic bags we're getting rid of. We don't want to give all of that because that is protecting the environment. But yet it is all Massey chicken in plastic, they bhaji in plastic, they cucumber in plastic, they chicken in sandwich, they everything.
But they're selling bags when you buy and you do have a bag.
But you see the people who shop at Massey dotish. It's like a mentality. I see somebody with a restaurant bill today, $4,000, and you post up the restaurant bill. You post it up because either you're stupid or you want to show off. Yeah. It's similar to the people who go Massey. They go to Massey because Massey have this image. You're going there to shop, I part of that crowd. But I will never go Massey and shop.
Not me.
Never. Not True Value too. True Value too damn expensive. Anyway, that is pressure. Let's get on to some more stuff by more thing. Hey, the pit, before you shut up, give me the pit here with TNTech, the group of people who got appointed in TNTech. Let me see more water there. You know, there's a reason I'm showing this, and let me tell you why. Somebody posted this. And they asked me if it have no Indian in the country. And I would just like to say something. I have not one problem with all those people on that board. With all those members being African. I have zero issue. Let me tell you why. Because you see in this country, we too blindsided with race. Why it is we cannot have 10 highly qualified Africans in this country? Why it is we cannot have 10 highly qualified Indians? I see no problem with one board having 10 Indian and the other board having 10 African, and if it mix, so what? But we have become so myopic that every single thing we see race in. Give the people a chance now. The same place all the Indian children went UE, the African children went UE too, you know. And to me, I know a few of the persons who are on this board, and believe me, they are highly qualified. So I'll give them a chance to succeed. That is all I have to say, because everything in this country is race boy. Oh God, give it a break now, man. Give it a break. Anyway, let's go again. I want all to see how all must park. Watch. I believe that is the Makoya. And I look like Makoya, yes, because the Massey stores right across the road, the Massey distribution. Zoom down my number plate for them. This is what you call a capital Yayan. You know what a Yayan is, right?
A Yayan.
This man, thank you very much, guys. You don't know what a Yayan is?
A Yayan? I can't say that on the air. My interpretation of a Yayan.
And you turn around like Cinderella all over so far. You're spinning around. Next thing you go hold your hair, and you can do it so.
Now my hair is so long.
There you go.
So this one too. Education, 20 million. Pan, 120 million. Stadium, 80 million. Where are our priorities?
This is, because our stadium is failing.
Brian
Lara, that they want to do an upgrade because it's embarrassing them internationally.
But we already get embarrassed with the Costa Brian Lara Stadium.
Yeah, but you see, again, I have to tell you, it is nothing new in this country. Like I said, look, Rowley had a role. First time in history. Now, if I were to, this is not a racist statement, it's a statement of facts. And I think you will agree with me because you're on Facebook too as well. Have you in the history of Trinidad and Tobago seen as much Africans bad talking Rowley as you see now?
No. It have plenty there's be bad talking them.
But it is overwhelming him. It is overwhelming now.
Yeah.
You have never seen young African men and women bad talking PNM, but no, but half of them you can't play. Rowley mother, Rowley this, Rowley that, F this, F that. Wait, tell you come authority go come after me now because I say mother and I say F. I gotta beg for apologies. Anyway, we're gonna leave that right here. Let's go again, guys.
Well, that one, they say the design, no wait, they announced that PAN headquarters last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
How come drawings and everything finished so quickly?
That is exactly it. That is exactly it. And what happens is that because of dengue, they use a mosquito net right around.
I don't know, boy.
If you notice that.
And what make this so alarming too, I remember the
Come back to me.
head of the PAN Tobago saying that when this building is completed, government will be renting from them.
So in other words, the government giving them $120 million and then feeding them afterwards.
Feeding, exactly.
So therefore, PAN Tobago, which is supposed to be a self-sustaining entity, we will continue to mine them.
Exactly.
Even though we mine them to the tune of $7 million on a rotted building down in
Trin
City. Now, what I want you to look at is this. Pull back up that building again. That is not no massive, massive building, correct?
Oh, yeah, the space is not, when you check the space there.
That building looking like about 15 car length based on the car they put there. If it's drawn to spec, right, drawn to scale, let us say 15, 20. You are telling me that each floor in that building costing $20 million? No, I want you to,
no, exactly.
I want you to think about this. $20 million for that building per floor.
But it's also going to have cost overruns on this. So they say 120 million now.
Yeah. And then when they cost overrun, it will be about 480 million.
But I find a nice thing for them to have there is underground parking.
No, remember Port of Spain has flood.
Well, exactly.
Wait, no, let me see that too, you know. We're talking about flooding. Let me show, right? No, put it underground. Put it underground. Let me see some flooding now. Go ahead.
The day that happened.
Watch this. Guess where this is?
City, that had to be Citygate.
Right. All these people waiting in Citygate. All these people on them. And 90% of these people watching this will go back and vote PNM.
Well, the coat of arms will stop all that. Changing the coat of arms is going to stop all these things.
No. It's Rowley and he's from Tobago, so it'll be known as the goat of arms.
Oh, I don't know.
Nazmul, under Kamla, $1 billion spent in Port of Spain to alleviate flooding. Under the PNM, maybe $500 million. Where all that money gone, boy?
All the pump by the lighthouse. They said they did some work on Ryson Road. Rohan, flooding will be a thing of the past. I hope in Rohan will be a thing of the past.
Yeah, but the thing is that everything that Rohan touched, some contractors getting the dredging of the rivers, the same contractors getting repairing of the bridge, right? And when you look at what is taking place, Rohan has turned out to be the most incompetent minister.
As a matter of fact, there's some work that has been going on the Caroni River bank in Lapai. I think it's almost a year. And work's still going on.
Yeah, but how about the contractor? You remember when Rohan had come by Baraka Grounds to open up the road, and I had confronted him about the contractor, and I said, Minister, he said, no, it's not the time. I said, I'm just reminding you, I gave you documents about your family, a certain company, allegedly his family, who stole material from the riverbank and put it on their private property. And I showed you drone shots where I personally followed the trucks, and you saw that the material was being dumped and leveled on his private property. 4 years now, Rohan has done nothing. That contractor getting hundreds of millions of dollars in contract.
Well, that is the mafia. You remember? Rowley talked about the mafia, the contractors, and it's the same contractors they're using. So it's no mafia now.
And people will still vote for that. Yeah, let's go, guys.
The first bridge project completed by Advanced
Many of you don't know. Just before Kamla and them left Jack Warner, I had met with Jack Warner. And I told myself, let me get into construction. I ended up flying one of the individuals from this company into Trinidad to give a presentation on the bridge. And we were going to do a test piece at cost for the government. One of the bridges complete with everything was going to cost about $150,000. You know what I say? $150,000. This is the technology that we were going to bring to Trinidad and Tobago. Take a look.
The first bridge project completed by Advanced Infrastructure Technologies LLC is the reconstruction of the McGee Bridge. In August of 2009, rigidified inflatable composite arches developed at the University of Maine were utilized as part of a project replacing the 28-foot-long McGee Bridge in Anson, Maine. 9 arches were trucked.
And this looking like the size, one of the size, tell me if this is looking like the size of the bridge that they do down by Bridle Road. What do you think of that?
Yeah, that
Go
looks
ahead.
similar.
The construction site and lowered down the embankment.
Check this out.
Placement of the arches was performed with hand labor without the use of heavy equipment. All 9 arches were placed in just a few hours, greatly reducing the time that is normally required for setting up formwork. Once in place, the bases of the arches were encased in a shallow concrete footing. Composite corrugated decking was placed over the empty arches using self-drilling screws. The self-drilling screws become concrete anchors once the arches are filled with concrete. The arches were filled with a self-consolidating, expansive concrete mix through pipes located at the base of each arch. Concrete was also placed over the corrugated decking, which together with the concrete anchors form a lateral force-resisting diaphragm. After the concrete was poured, composite spandrel walls were erected. A granular sand backfill was placed and compacted on top of the arch structure, and conventional guardrails were set in place before the road was reopened for traffic.
7 days.
This flexible design is a faster, more durable, and more economical way to build a concrete bridge.
Waiting. Come back.
That if you do that in Trinidad, how they will get kicked back? How are they going to do that? You want some of them? You want some of them go and rob now?
And that using composite, which is flexible, and the design of the bridge itself allows for flexing. So therefore, when weight go on it, it doesn't act like the normal bridges that have the 2 butts on the other side with steel, which is direct impact.
And you're also getting with the
A
design,
nice curve.
with the water flow.
Yeah. We brought the people in. Jack said that is fantastic. This will work. And then when this stinking racist administration came into power, $6 million bridge. And we were going, oh good, look, Minister Kazim calling me back. Minister Kazim.
My brother.
Yes, alive still, eh?
It doesn't matter, I'm telling you the truth.
Yes, let me hear you. Go ahead, Minister.
I listened to you just now. I listened to the voice of the people.
Yes.
And I spoke to the technical person in charge. I'm going to make some adjustments.
This is why I always tell people, you see you, boy, you more than a brother to me, Kazim. You're like a sister.
Oh, God.
Well done, Brother Kazim. Well done. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, my brother. You can't buy juba for me. You can't buy gong and thing for me.
No. Consider that done. I will be going tomorrow by India Fashion or by Sheikh Monaf, and I'll be buying a thobe for you because you deserve it.
Yeah. I reach when I eat and I make the calls while I was eating.
My brother, I appreciate it. This is why you are who you are. Thank you so much.
And John, that is why, let me tell you something. We are servants of the people, you know.
And you have always reminded me of that.
Kazim, excuse, you might be one of the servants. Somehow you have to get a message to the rest of your ministers. You have to get that message across. You have to. Because you see how you are approachable and you had the courtesy to call back. You're real good. If I tell you, you're real good. Get some of your ministers to do that. You think we could call a minister education and get her like how we getting you?
Yeah.
No, boy. We try to call Rohan because, let me tell you something, under Rohan, the same people who was mentioned as crooks and conmen by Rowley are the people who getting most of the contracts now. Man who couldn't afford to fix their own backhoe and bulldozer, getting hundreds of millions of dollars in contract, and Rowley had called them name on platform. The same people who dredging. Kazim, do you know we are the only country in the world that when a river is clean, you don't know what was dredged or how much tonnage, but contractors are paid to clean a river and all they do is cut the grass? Under Rohan, we have never seen so much fraud. Bridges falling apart, roads falling apart, everything this man touched. He's like the opposite of Midas. He is just, he's the last part of Midas.
In John, I could speak on behalf of the Ministry of Agriculture because I was put there to serve the people, to serve the country. But on our ministry, they have ministers and they have technical people to advise them also.
Wait, now, is a piece of chicken you chew in there while you're talking to me?
Yeah.
All right, no.
Paratha roti.
All right, no, I just want to verify now. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, if Rowan hear you doing that, he could say you're not cultured, you know.
Right.
No, listen, man, you're submitting now with a knife and fork breads.
I'm using my right hand to eat both.
That is what we're talking about.
And I lick any finger too.
That is what we're talking about. Anyway, I need to go on a break now. The signal man, I need to go on a break. So thank you again, Kazim, for making the adjustments. And people must be saying, but this man disrespecting the man. How come here calling him minister? Remember, we have always said that we go on a first name basis, correct?
When you get a birth certificate, it mark IBN on it?
Yeah, one is that my name is Inshan Ibn Ishmael. You know? So IBN is Ibn IBN.
You have an answer for everything, eh?
You know you can't touch me with that. All right, so inshallah, we're going to be in touch.
All right.
Assalamu alaikum.
Well,
Hey, let me give the minister a round of applause for that. Yeah, I'm talking about you. What do you want, boy? You want me to call it? Yeah. The man deserves it. No, look at that. In 5 minutes' time, 10 minutes, the man saw what I was saying is fact.
Yes. And he made the call to whosoever appointed
Technocrats,
the committee.
and tell them make changes.
And look how simple it was. Look how simple it is. It didn't happen. It didn't happen tomorrow. Like that.
While the man was having his dinner. For that, we need to take a break. Remember, brands that inspire life. Remember, these are some of the brands that you get from Atlantic Trading. Satco is just one, and you have all them other top of the line brands. All have to be careful to about them things, always be sticking in all the nose and thing. You know, to have some of those things. This is why you have to be careful. That is why you go with the known brand. You know those things that people are using in night, these inhalers, some of them are cancer causing. You know that? You know that this so-called thing called camphor.
Yeah.
You remember a long time? You put that in your clothes, and then you put that in your jockey shorts drawer, and when that gone and melt down, and you put in that on your pokelocks. You understand? And that's spreading. You understand? I will explain next week what is the meaning of pokelocks. God willing. We take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue right here on Breaking Barriers. We'll be back. Remember, you all can reach me on 6844-762, or if you want to reach my co-host here, Nazim, 792-1656. What happens is that he also counsels. You could get him 24 hours a day, right? Or night, whatever issues you have, 792-1656. We'll be back right after this.
I'm Brian. I've been welding for more than 25 years. It's a rough job, so I need tools that last long and work efficiently. The most important tool that I use every day is a welding machine. A good one, in my experience, must last at least, let's say, 4 to 5 years without breaking down or losing efficiency. I've been using a Ronix welding machine for about 4 years now, and it's been a really good companion.
Ronix Premium Quality. Ronix Heavy Duty 89 Series. High efficiency, brushless 20-volt motor. All-in-one professional angle grinder kit. Runix brushless angle grinder.
This year, protect your home with a beautiful standing seam roof that is built to last. Standing seam roofs are proven to last longer, eliminate potential leak points and rusting that screws cause. Build to Last is offering 5% off your purchase, plus save up to $2,000 with free roll forming of your roofing sheets and guttering. Roofing that's built to last. Build to Last Hardware and Roofing Manufacturing Limited, Southern Main Road, Freeport. Call or WhatsApp 355-7703.
Mitsu Air Limited, authorized Mitsubishi air conditioning dealer. No need to replace your air conditioning units ever so often. Split units, cassette, ductable, CTVIF systems and much more. Mitsubishi Electric has long been powering industries and providing solutions for healthy living. Mitsu Air Limited boasts the industry's first 10-year warranty on all parts and labor. Inverter units are also available. Don't hear it, just feel it. Mitsu Air Limited, 246 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Give us a call at 674-4000 or 675-4000 or email us at mitsu.limited@gmail.com.
Was our farmer. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. Of course, you're watching Breaking Barriers. And again, let me just congratulate Minister Kazim Hussain for making a decision within minutes and enacting change. And this is what we need, the people on the ground. And glad I was able to pong Rowley while I had him on the phone. Anyway, let's go back to our slides and get things sorted out. All you remember this? Justin, I real stupid. Now, don't comment on that, right? But I real stupid because you know why? I take out a pitié today and I wanted you to, where I put a pitié, boy? Don't tell me I ain't get a pitié, no. Right, I get. Right. Justin, I'm sending you a pitié now, right? Good. Pull this up for me one time. Now, this is our guard boot, right? And this guard boot is about 4 feet from the road. Government break this down in record time. Every other illegal structure, you ever see, since it's broken down, the corporation ever break down any structure in Tinapuna region?
No.
Have you ever seen the corporation use 16 police officers to destroy any structure in history?
Never.
This is to tell you how much them rich and them afraid me. This is to tell you how much the government and the police of Trinidad afraid me. I tell you, they believe I am Inshan Abu Bakr. Because anything I do does frighten them. If I decide to hold anything in this country, they bottomless go so peku. They're so afraid me, right? That I put up a guard boot. And the reason they break down a guard boot is because of me, you know. I am the reason they break it down. To teach me a lesson, but I'm going to show them something because I do back down because I can tell it's legal action. But what's something? Wait, let me show you this bit here. This is Valpak putting up their guard boot, which is 4 feet from the road. But yet it on Valpak property, I agree. But this is also 4 feet of the road, which was a problem for the corporation. Is that correct?
Right, yes.
So how come Valpak allowed to have their guard boot, even though it's on their property 4 feet away? Explain that to me. Anybody?
Well, as you say, maybe if somebody else was involved in the...
I'm going to paint my blasted name on that guard boot. I'm going tomorrow. I can put Inshan one. I want to see all them set of dunce on them from the corporation come and break it down. Look at that ugly thing too now, boy. Them guard on them, if they're farting that, they're dead. Imagine you is at 2 guards inside there, and one of them like, oh, pfft. You know what's going on? It's pressure for the other one.
What about if a vehicle run off the road?
What about if a vehicle run off Valpak?
Right there, straight into the guard boot. Right on the pavement.
But that is not a problem. That is not a problem, boy. You see, I tell you, if Inshan build a guard boot is a problem. Everything that Inshan do is a problem. Inshan get locked up 7 times. Inshan break jail. But telling you, God give me back strength. I go pull a rally. And I go deal with them. Anyway, let me just welcome Starfish. Here what happening now? one of the most convenient things that I did, as I said before, is automate my house, especially with lighting. But you have to be careful, because when you have products outside there that you put in your house that is electrically being used, it could burn down your house. This is why brands like Satco, trusted brands, all you need to use them in your house. And one, you get a lower electricity rate because you're using LEDs. You could control your lighting. You could dim your lighting. So therefore, you don't have to use 35 watts bulb all the time. You could drop down to 15 watts. Also, you could set times for when you go and when you come home. So give them a buzz, right? Atlantic Trading 663-9732. Right, let's go again, guys. You saw this?
Yes, that is the dermatologist.
Yes. I spoke to her today because I was telling her that I noticed certain things, right, around her property. And I called her never to ask her to repeat what happened to her, because she went through trauma, and to ask the doctor to go through that again, I offered sympathies. And that is all I did. And ask her to look into certain things so that she could protect herself. This is a woman, come back to me. This is a woman who I know personally. Her son is a dentist. And she educated herself, become a dermatologist, have helped thousands of people, and this is what she deserves.
Telling you. Just imagine all your jewelry from your mother, great-grandmother, they took all that. The memories, all the memories the woman have of her, foreparents, all gone, all. And here we're going to, it's about 7 of them. You know what's going to happen next? They're going to come with maxi taxi. They're going to come with truck just now, the way it's going, They're going to come in droves.
No, you say, what you saying there? That ain't no joke, because you were here and they're robbing 2 at a time.
They
3.
increase.
Now they're increasing 5 and 7 is like drop. It's like they're showing up now. Don't be surprised they pull up on your whole street with a 25-seater maxi, and they just tell you they come to rob, and they go in house to house.
And not a police inside.
Hey, a Canon illegal, boy.
A Canon camera is
No,
legal.
a Canon. I'm talking about you install a Canon in front of your house. And when they come, where do you making sure and lighten up that Canon? Right? So when you hit them, nothing in them you can't identify. No in their fingernail. No, I just think real dread, No, serious, I just tell myself the day I catch one of them, I go mine he for months and torture the hell out of here, I hear happening. Dear bandit, don't come by me now. Because I tell you, if I catch you, God is my witness. If I catch you, I will be a devil. I tell you as it is. All of a sudden, horn will start to go on my head and I will look like Rowley. You understand? All you don't come. Because I tell all your life will be real miserable after that. Not only all your life, all your whole generation will be miserable.
Boy, I put them on a post and I'll learn tango.
A tank?
Yeah.
Oi. You hear one of the employees get bite from bolt because he didn't know the dog was outside?
Which one?
Dog grabbed him, Salim, dog bite him on the leg. Right? I tell them, I say, they hadn't know when the dog's outside. That dog on them, we train them dog on them. Them dog on them, one of them bite through a half-inch piece of steel, And now I put braces on the dog so he wouldn't damage it too much. Anyway, let's go again.
This is Moruga.
Yeah.
Look at this little gear now. 5 bullets or 6, 1 to the head. Just watch at that.
You know what I want to do now as well? I want to show the raw pity of the bullet to this gentleman's head.
Viewer discretion.
No, I want to show it because you know why? I don't care if Tat write me, because you see when Tat could write somebody who breached the concession and tell them that they go look at when their concession coming up for renewal to review.
We're talking about jump over the fence?
Yeah. I just had my concession renewed for 10 years. So I had 10 years for them to wait to review my concession. Right? But what I want to show you is this, right? Tell me what you think. So let me just get it here. Let me see if I get it now.
Oh my God. No.
Huh?
I think put viewer discretion, let children move away because it is very graphic.
I ain't gonna show it because you see Faisal?
That is very graphic.
The man bullet hit his skull, bust open the man's skull. What is child now, boy? What is beautiful, pretty? This child could have grown up to be a prime minister, a doctor, honest member of parliament. Miss, look what you are encouraging. I'm talking about halal thing, boy. And you guys say, Imam, to the cats. Look at this man. What is father? What is pride in his father now, boy? Eh? And all you going and take this away, boy? I tell you, Maruga should be lit all now, boy. Lit. Or there's a bunch of jokers down there.
And the majority of them you will see going back and
voting
PNM.
Again, PNM. For murders, vote PNM. But I tell all you, I will be the biggest. A hyena 40-foot trailer. I sponsoring that. But certain things that happen. Anyway, tonight, let me tell you what I was going to do tonight in Asma. I was going to play a piece of audio tonight about a former Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And she would have had to resign. She would have had to step down tomorrow. I ain't joking. I played it for a former member of parliament, 2 former members of parliament, and I played that audio for a former commissioner of police. And what they heard was shocking because it implicated a former prime minister in certain things. Allegedly. Not allegedly. It is an actual conversation that I had. That conversation, 2 minutes long. As I said before, if I play that tonight on air, would cause her to step down tomorrow. But I thought long and hard, and I said to myself, she's a grandmother. She have grandchildren. She have children. And she served the country well when she did that. But there will come a time when I will get really fed up to protect my children, because your children protected, madam. Right? The same person who called my house and spoke for an hour with my children drunk, and myself drunk, is you I talking to. And I have that conversation as well. And it's not alleged. So I'm just letting you know, former Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, that there will come a time when I will become fed up, when I will tell myself this country comes first, and the people of this country comes first. And I may lego that out into the open, and where it fall, how you feel, and how your grandchildren feel, they feel. Because there comes a time when I stop caring about other people and start to care about myself and the rest of this country as a whole. So I just put in your notice.
I think you might have to do that.
Why?
I just have a gut feeling by the end of the year, but something going to happen.
That is the same woman. I gave her an audio tape of her, one of her senators, with the mother of his wife calling me, crying on the phone that the senator beat, physically assaulted his wife on the driveway at their home while she was 6 months pregnant. And she did nothing. And that is a woman who's supposed to care about other women. She did nothing. That signal, that was a sign alone that meant that power is more important. You know me, I am quite capable. I don't care about consequences, and I hope that I agree with you, that I hope that there will never come a time when I have to. But time and twine is 2 different things. Let's go again, guys. I wanna play the videos with Kamala Persad-Bissessar. That's the one. Let's go into those videos.
They bypassed the top 3 selections. 1, Dulalshan, 2, Phillips, and 3, Williams, to handpick the 4th ranked person, Gary Griffith. That's the first thing they did. During Griffith's time, we had in 2018, 523 murders. 2019, 539 murders. 2020, COVID, many months of lockdowns, 396. 2021, 448 murders. So there were 1,906 murders spanning the years 2018 to 2021 under Commissioner of Police Griffith. And I'm raising these things because we mustn't get carried and fooled. Don't be fooled. The PNM interfered. They bypassed the 3 top rank and they put the 4th rank person in the office of Commissioner of Police. I feel every national security minister things that caused a slowdown in the crime was COVID-19 and because of the lockdowns. During COVID, we saw a 2-tier policing, 2 levels of policing, where they eat a food, fake elites, friends of the government. They were allowed by the police to have pool parties and weddings. Did you all know that? They could have pool party and wedding, big wedding, endless cars parked up there, not a policeman come to do anything. Instead, what were they doing? The average citizens were harassed, terrorized, fined, ticketed for being in their private cars with family members. Or if they were having a family get-together in their own homes. The government and the police used COVID lockdowns to suppress dissent and protests. But they allowed their high friends and family and financiers to have these events. For the last 9 years, there has been an out-of-control crime spree because they have no plan, they have no policy, all they have is arrogance, and what else? Interference in all the independent institutions of
all you watch this, like Kamala really losing it.
This was the greatest commissioner of police we ever had in Gary Griffith. Not this one, not this one.
A few moments later.
Every commissioner appointed by PNM in the last 9 years, every commissioner of police has failed. Don't get fooled. The only things that caused a slowdown in the crime was COVID-19.
Oh gosh, Kamala. What do you really know about COVID?
Sunlight will kill COVID.
Uh-huh. U.S. not the Trini Biden, eh? Because Biden knew when it was time to go.
Sunlight will kill COVID. Sunlight will kill COVID. Sunlight will sunlight. And I repeat again.
I ain't gonna say nothing. What you just witnessed there.
No, I agree with the last part she said. The last
sunlight has killed COVID?
No, while she was speaking. Where Justin, you can play back the last part of the clip before the COVID dance and all that. Now, Trinidad politics come like United States politics, you know. We have Kamala, who is like Biden. We have Trump, who is like Rowley. They say Trump does lie, right?
The government and the police use COVID lockdowns to suppress dissent and protests. But they allow their high friends and family and financiers to have these events. For the last 9 years, there has been an out-of-control crime spree because they have no plan, they have no policy, all they have is arrogance, and what else?
Interference. I think that is the only thing I agree with her.
She attack. Whatever, I keep telling Gary Griffith, sometimes he does need to learn to shut up.
I agree with that.
Right? Gary like one of them little sissy in school where anytime somebody interfere with your marbles, you want to go and... Gary, here happen. Gary has sent out more press release in 3 months than every government and every ministry has sent out in 40 years. Every single thing. It is the most nauseating. And not only that, his selection of Errol Fabian. Right? I said it before. I cannot support him for that. This is the same man who couldn't even organize his own business. And you put him to organize the business of the people. I mean, at the end of the day, facts is facts. I was one of them who went on here and begged for money to save Errol House. Right? I can't remember if it's Errol or Ferrell or whoever it is. But at the end of the day, I will never kick a man when he's down. But when Errol defended Crow and his song, Errol defended a song calling me a racist. Right? He defended that song and the freedom for the person to sing the song. Right? And one is that it had what do they call it, balance and this and that and whatever. I forget the name they use, but whatever.
Double and...
Double entendre.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway. You can comment on this after. I want to show you this. Go ahead. Go with that clip. Police urge extortion victims to come forward. Zoom in to the picture on the left. Go next to the picture with the man on the right. Right, the man on the right now.
Right.
You know he?
Yes, that is the man. PCA.
That is the man that the PCA let out since 2017. That is the man that made my daughter cry. That bald head. Let me don't use words I don't want to use. That man is the same man that the court said, right, that they should, I don't want to use words that are not sure it, but the court had asked for an intervention into a khaki-wearing officer. That is the man. And you know what is the interesting thing? That is the man that telling you when people break the law, all you need to call and pull the two of them up together. Right? I sent his document to Minister Colport. 2 weeks now.
No response.
Minister Colport and Minister Bicycle do nothing. The most he probably do is add 2 or 3 more braids on his head. And if I may suggest, sir, it looking like your hair is receding badly, Turkey. Or you could check out my good friend Dr. Budu. Right? Dr. Budu does do hair transplant now. Right? Because not everybody does look sexy and bald. Well, don't talk about the other thing next day. But this is one I watching because as I said before, I am not going to let this slide. Nobody, because partner come and grab me by my neck, throw me in a car, like if I some old dog and cuss me about my mother, Richard Smith, you telling people that when they see people break the law, boy, haul you, come back to me.
But time they go to Aki might resign.
That is what I feel they're waiting on. But I'm not going to let this die. You see that billboard in Barca? I'm going to put that to use. Time for me to start to kick this up now. Let's run that video.
The details in this video will blow your mind and will explain clearly what the governments and the intentions are for your money. Take a look at this video, guys.
There are many in this country whose accounts are in surplus.
These people did something to earn that money.
It's the observation of Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley, who believes these idle resources can be put to better use for the benefit of all.
Now, how did that ever become a concern of his?
There are people in this country with significant cash reserves in the banks of this country. Money sitting in the bank belonging to A, B, C, or D is not helping us.
Now, I could think of a few reasons why people would want to help the government. Property tax, increased fuel prices, increased electricity rates. These are just to name a few.
But if that money is put to work on projects, it creates a multiplier effect and is put to work.
Oh, tell me more about this, about how we gave away 100 million TT dollars of our tax-paying dollars to Pancho and Bego. And on top of that, we made them a promise that we'll rent our government office spaces from them for the rest of our lives. Fix ongoing losses.
Doesn't matter who owns it. It is not only the government that owns money in this country.
But it does matter who owns it. Or is this one of those cases where we say nothing is wrong with the rich getting richer?
And many of them make significant profits every year. And you ask yourself, really, what do they do with those profits?
They save it. They save it for a rainy day. They don't do silly things like trying to change the symbol on a coat of arms, which will cost the state close to about $250 million TT dollars. Let me know what you guys in the comments now.
If I save my money, I could do anything with it. He want to tell you how to spend your own money.
How could your private money that you work for, and this is what maybe Rowley mother or father didn't teach him about saving for a rainy day. Where we grew up in Bamboo, mother and father sacrifice. Our parents made sure we had everything, even though they sacrificed. You remember you had to share bed with your brothers, with your other brothers and them.
We invented double-decker and normal bed with one person underneath.
And we talking about it had no mattress underneath it.
A normal bed.
2 and 3 of them on one mattress. And that is how they slept. I remember it had 2 beds in one room, 2 of them on one and one on the other one, followers on the other one. And that is how we grew up. Our parents, maybe it is your parents was not wise enough. And why it is, we don't worry about your money and Sharon money. Because at the end of the day, that is what all work for. You understand? We never ask you about how much money Sharon make because Sharon is one of the most intelligent attorneys in this country. So whatever she earned, she damn well earned. And you know, whatever the security, the special branch people earn, they earn too as well. You understand?
The only bad thing about her is about her taste in men.
Yeah, that is a kind of, I mean, that is like in dahi, boy. Sourness. Sour. Right. So we played the part with Kamala, right? Which I want to come back to. Two of them, two big hardback donkey, attacking one another. And here what happening, election is going to be called, what I heard on the inside, December. Why would Rowley select candidates for next year election now?
No, I want to believe it wouldn't be called in December. Here why? No, UNC is at its lowest right now.
If election call, UNC like dog.
Right, they are at its lowest. But remember, PNM are far behind them.
No, but PNM are divided in 10.
Correct, but you see what he doing to the people. This man is treating the people literally like dogs. So the people watching that, so that's why he's not brave enough.
Nazmul, those same people he treating like dog will be riding with Rowley tomorrow.
Well, you see, you need time. You need time for handouts to give. You're going to see where you're going to get money. Let me
tell you something. UNC people does vote on race. PNM people does vote more on race.
I agree with that.
Right? At the end of the day, I have changed my vote. When Rowley was pretending, last week we said it, when he was pretending to be this fresh new kid on the block, plenty UNC people left and voted. Why did you think Rowley got the support that he did? Because UNC people voted for Rowley. That is how much they hated Kamala at that time. And all those people still despise what's going on. So if Rowley call the election, let me tell you something. If all you think Rowley bad now, all you're dead, you know. All you're dead. But it will be, you know who fault? Let me tell you, see, all your people who holding on Kamala coattail and making she feel confident in the position that she's in right now, all of their financiers, and I talked to some of the biggest financiers of the UNC, and they will not be financing Kamala in an election. This will be one of the weakest elections to fight financially. Kamala will not be able to afford airtime. She will not be able to afford billboards because many of the big Sawatis said they are holding back because they are not going to spend money that will be wasted. But this blasted woman like Shikoki Def.
December, before the year ends, something going to happen and Rowley not going to call the election. Check this date today, eh? He's not going to call the election. He's afraid right now.
Well, here what? Let me do a poll.
The people despise this man.
Let me do a poll.
Sure.
Do you believe elections will be called this year or next year? Put the numbers up on the screen. Do you believe that the general election will be called before the end of this year or next year? Right? That is the poll question for tonight. And we're going to do about a 5 or 10 minute poll on whether we believe that. In the meantime, Kerry boy, you know Kerry does really disappoint me, boy. Kerry and them get some brand new products from Rita. And the man wouldn't even, Wayne, talk to Kerry now, boy. The man wouldn't even drop a case somewhere, boy. Kerry are out of stock on Rita products, boy. And you know how it's like to have that beastly cold in your freezer for about 15 minutes. And when them basil seed hit the back of your throat, you just feel totok. And remember, it have many imitators outside that stick to the original Rita from a place. Right. So, phone lines are open. Do you believe that general election? By the way, I want to make this clear. Dr. Yunus, you come from a respected family. But as a Muslim, it is one of the most racist, hated, despicable administrations ever in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. The most crooked, the most corrupt. They also label Muslims as terrorists as well. And I want you to go back to a clip when Rowley had referred to Monroe Road Muslims and guns that were found there and how he labeled them and all of his people was clapping. I want you to go back to that and tell me if you are proud supporting the PNM. But here what happening, I'm just making you a promise. You come in under the PNM in Sama Bharat area, I will make sure you get quotas. Bad, bad, bad. I don't care who the UNC putting up, I will help make sure you get quotas. Because let me tell you something, you know why? The Quran teach me something. And that is, if you have no shame, do as you please. And let me tell you something, any Muslim in their right mind supporting the PNM right now, all you need to go and do a drug check and check on a mental state. Right? Not you are talking about. I'm talking about the general population. You as a candidate now is a whole different story. Right, let's go to our lines. You notice as well, during this whole thing when Kamala was bad talking Gary, you notice nobody was clapping and cheering? Because the own people she was talking to, they were in shock. It's like, what the hell, this woman, something wrong? Grey Goose gone on to she head? Hello?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I think the call election this year, and the data here is December the 9th. Okay?
You hearing the same thing I hear?
Right, okay.
Thank you very much, sir. Let go again. So that is one.
So why it couldn't be December the 10th? That's my daughter's birthday.
You want to have Rowley election on the 10th? I just to let you know, his daughter is 56 years, so he's 72.
He's 11, boy, I forget, he's 11.
Oh my God.
My son is the 10th.
Hello?
Yes, I'm right.
Yes, good evening, go ahead.
Election will be called 6 weeks after Carnival. After Ashram.
6 weeks after Carnival.
Yes, I will kind of agree with that.
Thank you very much. And these are all predictions. Right now, all are we paying Yesenia Gonzalez. Hello? Hello? What? Phone lines quiet at the moment. Right? Remember the poll that we are having tonight? The question is, do you believe elections would be called before the end of the year, or do you believe it's going to be called in fact next year?
Yeah, next year.
Let us know what you see, what you feel is the reason, and tell us exactly what is your stand where that is concerned. Let's go back to our phone lines. Remember, when you call in, turn down the volume on your television, please. And I hope we're not going back to the position where we're having problems with our lines again.
Hello, good evening. Hello.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening, sir. What area are you calling from?
Sakaripa.
Okay, what is your say on this?
Next year, December.
Next year? Now you get up on the wrong side of the bed.
No, but that would take it over the stipulated
August.
period.
After August, you had 3 months. After August, you had 3 months.
August, September, October.
It can't be December.
It can't be December.
That man is coming out of power, boy.
So,
based on what we see with this mad set of people we have on the other side. Thank you very much, caller. Let's go back to our lines again. Hello?
hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir. What area are you calling from?
Charlieville.
All right, Charlieville. What's your say on it?
Anytime next year.
Next year.
Too
Good.
close, too close.
Yeah, man.
But they can.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, okay.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello, good night.
Good night, sir. What area are you calling from?
Calling from Charlieville.
Charlieville. You didn't just call back? You calling back, bro?
Hey, Charlieville, have more than one person with our phone, you know.
All right.
Yeah, tell him that now.
I don't know why. I had a deal with them, boy.
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay, let me hear you.
Right. Now here it is, I want to believe that he go call it this year. My reason for that, right, is that every time he say he not doing something, he doesn't end up doing it. Like when he close. Now he come and he see on our platform, he not holding election this year. He might have it this year. But I really think it's going to be next year.
Right, you see what I mean?
We're saying Nazim because it has too much disenchanted people right now in the country, boy. So he can't really hold that election this year.
He brave enough to do that.
Inchan, I want to say something before I go by concerning that list of farmers and things we showed earlier one day, right? I want to know how it is the adding Rajiv Dipti name on that list. And he's a former president of the Supermarket Association.
Yep.
So how he end up on that list? Every time I used to see that man on TV, I used to feel sick, you know. I don't know why they had that man on that list. Anyhow, fellas, I'll enjoy it tonight.
Yeah, man, you too. Okay.
I'm now seeing a set of messages with no audio.
Hello.
On quite a few networks. So.
Hello, good night.
Good night. And Sean?
Yes,
yes,
sir,
go ahead.
Yeah, next year.
Next year.
Next year. Why you think so?
He had a fully pocket still.
I agree with that.
All right, good.
Yeah, man.
Bless.
Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello, good night.
Good night, sir. What area are you calling from?
I'm calling from San Fernando.
All right. Let's hear you, San Fernando.
I think it will be next year, September, because World Cup football is in July.
Oh.
So after when everybody enjoyed themselves and everything, everybody is in a good mood. Right. So they will come out he's selecting that day after World Cup football.
When they're still intoxicated with the football.
That's right.
Okay. Not bad. Good. Yeah, cool, man. You see?
All right. So far, the majority of people that we had who called said that next year is what they feel might be. Right? So we'll hold calls on that. So therefore, based on what I am hearing, and this is from senior people around, he's doing everything. Now, one of the things that Rowley supporters love is what? Fet and pan.
Don't forget freeness.
Fet, pan, freeness and grants. What has he done for pan recently?
They get on the quota arm, 120 million headquarters, and it have more perks to come with it.
Right. That alone signals the fact that something is in the works, because he's trying to pacify his ground crew, his main supporters.
Well, he get through, from what I see, he getting through. Because these people studying pan headquarters, pan quota arms, they ain't studying when they go to grocery, you know.
Yeah, but plenty of Rowley supporters are the same ones who cheer on bringing home the stolen car, and in the stolen car have goods that they rob the supermarket down the road with. And plenty of the guns, and let us face facts, because most of the PNM hotspots, most of their constituencies are criminal hotspots. That is a fact.
But the latest addition to with Scotland, how many people has been arrested in Scotland constituency and Hinds constituency so far? I would like somebody to really come out and give statistics for that. I sure maybe not even one. No, well, right now Kamala off guard. But his stock is so low. His stock is so low, he would not call an election now. And you see this property tax? If it's one thing I agree with Kamala Bissessar for, you see that property tax? All you just
but listen, man, you know that Kamala Prasad Bissessar will lie to get back into power.
No.
And then it's going to be, Kamala is the same one. Half of these contracts you see under the PNM with these contractors who doing halfway work. It's Kamala who made these contractors who they are, you know, by giving them a set of contracts. These roads that they built under Kamala failed in months. And look, Caliph, you know what I'm talking about.
Right, but what I'm saying, I like that being on the manifesto. I didn't say that Kamala will be the leader. Right? And I expect changes to come.
Boy, let me tell you something. I have no problems with the property tax. Let it be reasonable, and let it be sensible. Because at the end of the day, they're stripping us about no property tax. I have a serious issue with that.
I have a problem with that too.
Let it be beneficial to the communities.
And include commercial. Include commercial. Because commercial earning, they're making money. But you take in residential and put them in the front. Maybe because you have more residential they will get more money with the amount of houses. But
you go ahead and call Rowley and call all of them and all kind of thing. Remember, man hook up to Lake Koto Jombi, you know.
Well, I have something stronger to take care of that Lake Koto Jombi.
You are the Lake Koto bull pistol.
Let it go ahead, man.
We have 9 minutes again. I'm giving you the opportunity, based on everything we said tonight so far, to expatiate. Go ahead. Floor is yours.
Well, the first one, I think most of my time will be taken up in the unity process. You see, right now, if Kamala Persad-Bissessar, Carrie Griffith,
Michaela
Pandey, well, I think that is about the 3 horses right now.
Don't even talk about Philip Alexander.
No, I didn't mention
No, but yeah, don't even mention, anytime you mention anything with he, that is like putting lime juice in milk. You get dahi, you curdle one time. No thanks. Go ahead.
Right. So, now is the time to all you bury the hatchet, because country come first. And if all you continue the trend all you're going, it shows quite clearly that all you're not first where country is concerned, all you're just concerned about yourselves. Think about the people, and all you get together, talk. Kamala, step down. Let somebody, I want to call no names, or you choose the appropriate person. You see, like how in America,
or
the
I
Democrats
will be forced to do what I don't want to do.
Well, all that. You see how the Democrats came out and forced Biden to resign? Biden didn't want to resign, but he was forced by the membership of the Democrat. So if the membership of the UNC wants to get back into government, they have to get her to understand now it's time to give somebody else a chance and let the people decide from there. That is the one concern I have. Over to you.
Gary?
Yeah?
Inshan Ishmaeli, I'm calling you live from a program.
Oh, hi. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Former commissioner.
I thought it was next week. It was next week.
No. Next week is when you're invited to come into my program. Right now, you're coming into my program via Wi-Fi and WhatsApp calling.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening to you and to Nicole and to your son and to the rest of your children and to the rest of your family and to the world and to Mocha. We're all the big Sawatis here right now.
Thank you, and good evening to you and your family and your lovely dog. I like that dog too bad.
That is what we're talking about. I'm calling you to just confirm one thing. You listening?
Yes. Go ahead.
I played an audio for you today, correct?
Yes, you did.
And would you say that is a very serious audio tape that I played today?
Well, yes, it has very serious accusations. It is a matter of concern.
And it has
yes, it is.
A lot of implications, correct?
Correct, yes.
And would you say that audio tape that I played for you today, that could make or break somebody's political career?
Well, it is. I mean, politics in Trinidad and Tobago, sometimes the slightest thing, if it is not handled appropriately,
that is an eyewitness to criminal activity and a credible. And you, as a former commissioner of police, you go with credibility, correct?
Yes.
If someone worked in your office as your right hand and witnessed certain things and documented certain things, would you say, and that person was an employee, would you say that person is a first-hand witness and you would consider them credible? Especially if that person has zero criminal record, has never been accused of fraud or corruption. Wouldn't you say that?
It would be, yes.
Good. I just want to put that on public record. And I also want to put on public record that you, Kamala, Michaela, all you had to get all your ass together. All you have to get all your act together. And let me tell you something. What this woman did to you, and I'm saying it on public record, what she did to you was an embarrassment. It was as if she was in a drunken stupor, and it was shameless. It was embarrassing. It was as if 100 pounds of Grey Goose was talking. Because to me, I cannot understand for the life of me how someone, I saw the difference you made. I saw what you did. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. I don't drink, so I could not have been drunk. So I would like to apologize for the crap that she did, because I think she owes the population an apology, because when it comes to you transforming the police service, you did your best. You were outside there. I can't say the same about she, because she would not in parliament have the blasted time. So I am just calling you to confirm that next week you will be in studio. Correct?
Yes, I will.
Michaela,
Yes.
Michaela said that she is interested in coming as well. And Vasan Bharat confirmed that he will be in studio.
Okay.
So we are confirming next week. And I will bid you farewell now because my time is up.
Tell him Rowley coming.
I got confirmation that Rowley will be coming as well.
Oh, yeah, good luck with that. But I do agree with you that unless it is that we circle the wagons, anytime that political parties all join together, the PNM is always defeated. When political parties go separate, the PNM always succeeds. I mean, it is common sense. It's just that one individual in the UNC has her own agenda. She was very strong within the PNM administration pre-2010. And unfortunately, it seems that she has a very powerful part to play in directing.
Maybe she has videos. Maybe she have audio tape worse than mine.
Well, it
hey, you're starting like, I never know Gary Griffith to stutter.
Well, again, no, but it's not for me to state. My concern is the national executive runs the party, and if one person is continuing, I mean, what happened on Monday night was totally unacceptable. I mean, it came out of nowhere. It's like she drank crazy juice, and there's no justification to it. Many people within the UNC, they were shocked. They didn't understand the value of that.
No, I know. Senior members of parliament contacted me and telling me they apologize because she gone mad. Members of parliament, you know.
Yeah, I think it was unfortunate, but these are unforced errors that it is not required. We understand who is the person there. We can't operate like Philip Alexander, flip flop every single day, and you love this one.
I was feeling good before you mentioned that name, you know, boy. Oh God.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. That was my bad.
You like it instant diarrhea there. No, I don't know now, boy. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
See you next week. Yeah,
next week.
As I said, I'll see you next week. But as I said, it is hope that people can advise. I mean, even me as a political leader, I take advice. You have to understand that what you did, it made no sense. Especially just 8 months ago, you were boasting on the platform that Gary Griffith was the best commissioner the country ever had. 8 months later, to make a statement like that, people will see you as a flip-flop Philip.
No,
and you can't be making.
No, this is what alcohol does to you. Alcohol does damage brain cells, you know. It is damaged brain cells bad, you know, and what happens is that I believe that Kamala needs to get her marbles checked seriously. She needs to go and check it. She needs to go and do a complete mental assessment, serious. Because exactly what you're saying, she does not look and sound very stable. All right, so whatever it is, we want the best for her, right? We want the best for her. We don't wish bad on it, but next week we'll pick up and take it from there.
Sure.
Okay. Take it, bye. This is how we do it here. Raw, you know, Dread. Raw, you know, Caliph. Caliph, you ever see anybody else do it raw like that and ask the questions and tell them as it is?
I find you take long to answer that.
Yes.
I find you take long.
Seeing that you talk so long, you have 10 seconds again. Go ahead.
10 seconds?
Yeah.
Well, all I can say right now is that I am looking forward for next week, Wednesday, when we have these three distinguished guests. And if anyone have any questions they would like to put forward, you can contact me on 792-1656. And once I am given the opportunity to be here, I will forward it. So thanks very much and see you next week.
Right. And of course, folks, you've been watching Breaking Barriers right on IBN Channel 8. There's a repeat of this program on Saturdays at 9 p.m. Many people have said that they are getting problems with the network audio. And everybody I asked what network, I'm not getting that. But Green Dot is normally a problem. Leave Green Dot and go for somebody else. And if Green Dot giving so much trouble, Ride Out, Get Out, Blaze Trail. You know where's the hardest too? There are so many illegal networks operating in Trinidad and Tobago that charging a fee for cable subscription. Telecom Authority, years now, have done nothing about that. Nothing, but they're having awards to celebrate. I don't know now, boy. First thing that to do, the next government that come into power, investigate that, check through all their records, and hear what's happening. Start to make some serious changes where that is concerned. Because that is one of the most incompetent organizations, and I keep saying that every week. And they will ask for a copy of this program as usual, but say what? I don't care, because like I said before, they are a politically driven organization. They are the PNM party group number 38. So, God bless you. Take care. Be safe outside there, folks. And next week's program, I spoke to Michaela. She is due to come in. Gary Griffith and Vasan Bharat, where we get down to the roots. Nazim and I will be co-hosting, so we will be getting down to the grassroots of the politics. Take care. Assalamu alaikum and good evening.